We've probably got about 250 hectares ourselves, and we lease about another 230 hectares. We get very good service from our local dealer here, and we think that they're a good, solid tractor. It's everything. Customer service is everything, especially when you need a part, you need something to happen. It's the most important thing. Your tractor's no good to you if it's broken down, especially if you want something to be done. Sangs are a family-based operation, you know, and they seem to have a good understanding of the product, a very good understanding of the product, which is good. No good talking to someone that doesn't know any more than what you do. And Russell's really, he's all over it as far as, you know, knowledge goes.
So we've got the 8730, 7720, 7718, the 5711 and the 5709. So we've got, you know, a broad range of tractors.
So, you know, the big one can't do what the little one can do, and vice versa. So they've all got a role to play within our operations, you know. Oh, look, I like the big girl, of course, you know, the biggest one. You know, there's something my father taught me from a very young age. There's no substitute for power.